What's up, Space Pirates? This is your Admiral, the decidedly debonair Dr. Disaster, and Snow White is such an abysmally awful failure of a movie that everyone can see it, and most everyone, by now, has correctly identified the source of the majority of this movie's problems.
I have given a name to my pain.
And it's this dummy right here!
Somebody get this big walking carpet out of my way.
Disney has apparently realized that Rachel Zegler and the ridiculous levels of hate that she pointed at people who disagree with her extreme politics was not good for selling tickets to movies. In fact, it is now being reported that Disney sent one of their producers to try to get a handle on this rogue actress multiple times to try to rein her in so that she doesn't continue to offend potential moviegoers. The activists who are thrilled that Snow White is now perceived as a progressive shit-lib movie whined about how actually Disney treating Zegler this way is some sort of an infringement on her free speech. Not that these people actually give a shit about free speech. If they did, then they wouldn't have celebrated when Disney axed Gina Carano for her tepid social media post. But now, the son of the producer who reportedly tried to rein Zegler in has come out and defended his father with a message that suggests that maybe, just maybe, Disney is taking steps to ensure that they stop beating the shit out of themselves with activistic garbage.
What the hell are you doing? I'm kicking my ass! Do you mind?
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also, don't forget to support the channel by becoming a member. There are multiple exclusive projects you won't want to miss out on that'll be available to members only, including audiobook of the first chapters of novels I've written and a space pirate cartoon that is in the works. There will be more information soon, but it occurs to me that we can't just point out the things that we don't like in culture, we have to push things we do like. So, if you're interested in supporting that sort of thing, consider becoming a member of the channel. But anyhow, let's discuss Snow White and how Rachel Zegler is basically getting called out by everyone right now, and she damn well deserves it. I mean, listen to this insufferable shit here.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story. With a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
Lady, if you don't like it, then you shouldn't be the face of the remake of it. Period. It's not that hard to understand. But for more reference, here's a few of her social media hits. On X, she wrote, because she disliked Jeremy Renner, the man who plays Hawkeye, actually, I think the new Hawkeye should be a trans woman of color to stick it to that racist, sexist, transphobic garbage monster. Or, here she is on X saying F you to Donald Trump, effectively cutting off any appeal she might have had to a large segment of American viewers. You get the picture, people dislike her for a reason. She may end up like Brie Larson, another activist posing as an actor who thought she was untouchable and on top of the world, but she caused The Marvels, another Disney movie, to flop about as bad as Snow White is flopping, and she wasn't listed among the actors that we can expect for the new Avengers movie. So, anyway, let's read this article from Cosmic Book News, which explains how Zegler essentially had a PR handler for much of the past year or so because Disney could see what a catastrophe Snow White was going to be because of her. The article says, things have gone from bad to worse for Disney, as the son of a producer on the Snow White movie has publicly blasted Rachel Zegler and blamed the actress for the film's poor box office performance. Variety recently reported that Disney producer Mark Platt, at the request of Disney, flew to New York City in August to meet with Rachel Zegler and asked her to remove a "Free Palestine" comment she posted on social media with the release of the Snow White trailer. Platt then had to make the case again to Zegler following her negative comments about President Donald Trump and his supporters. As a result of her posts, Disney was forced to hire additional security to protect Gal Gadot and her 4 children, as it is claimed that threats against Gadot, an Israeli, spiked after Zegler's posts. Following Zegler's comments about Trump, Disney also hired a social media guru, and Zegler agreed to vet any posts before the film's official release. Following the article's publication, Zegler stans found Jonah Platt on Instagram and slammed his father, Mark Platt, calling him creepy as hell and saying his attempts to control Zegler's social media were uncalled for. And let's just look at this Instagram interaction here. The clueless and disgruntled fan wrote, "Your dad flew to New York to reprimand a young actress? Any words on this? 'Cause that's creepy as hell and uncalled for. People have the right to free speech, no? Shame on your father." And then Jonah, the son of this producer, let this person have it with both barrels, and I thought it was magnificent. He wrote, "You really want to do this? Yeah, my dad, the producer of an enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the middle of promoting the movie for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid and do publicity for. This is called adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office. Free speech does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussions. Tens of thousands of people worked on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desires at the risk of all the colleagues and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on that movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged. Like I said, I think this was a magnificent message to slap back with, and I've got to wonder, where was all this free speech energy from these progressive shitheads when Gina Carano lost her job with Disney a few years back? Disney never gave her a PR handler or anything like that. She simply lost her job and that was it. And her post was infamously not even particularly offensive. She was simply warning people that being gung-ho about canceling others is not a good direction to be going. And ironically, she got canceled for saying it. And these same people who can't stand that someone would even question Zegler's comments were celebrating when Carano lost her job outright. To be clear, these people do not give a rat's ass about free speech. They only care about their own speech and their desire for you to hear it and for you to conform to their views. The world was a much darker place back in 2021 when Gina Carano lost her job. People like Rachel Zegler had the power to shut down conversation and get people fired for daring to disagree with them. These days, now that Elon Musk has bought Twitter and regular, non-insane people have regained some semblance of control over public discourse, people aren't being canceled any longer. It's just that now, a bunch of us aren't paying to be lectured at by activist creeps like Zegler, and she's gonna struggle to find meaningful work moving forward, I suspect, not because people who disagree with her have called up a bunch of companies and demanded that she not get any work, but because the market is speaking. We're voting with our wallets, and maybe, just maybe, at least some people at Disney are listening. But anyhow, I'm going to leave it there. drop your contempt for these activists and their infiltration of pop culture into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.